Episode 3. Wedding.
Postpone everything. I will see no one today.
Yes, sir.
My decision is as follows. Whatever your conduct may have been, I do not consider myself justified in breaking the ties in which we are bound by a higher power. The family cannot be broken up by a whim, a caprice, or even by the sin of one of the parties.
Excuse me, sir, but I was asked to tell you that...
Didn't I put it clearly? Postpone it. I'll see no one today.
But Countess Lydia Ivanovna has repeatedly begged me to tell you.
Countess Lydia? Fine, let her in.
Countess Lydia Ivanovna, an old friend of the Karenin family. After the misfortune that had befallen Karenin, she kindly took him under her special protection. She loved Karenin. She loved him for himself, for his lofty, incomprehensible soul, for his weary eyes, for his character, and his soft white hands with their swollen veins.
Oh, I have forced myself on you.
Have these rumors reached you too?
My friend, you must not give in to grief. Your sorrow is great, but you must find consolation.
I'm broken, crushed. I'm no longer a man. My position is terrible because I cannot find anywhere the strength within that I need to support myself.
The support we have is love, the one that he bequeathed to us. His burden is light. He will help you and be your support.
I am weak. I am crushed. I foresaw nothing. And now I understand nothing. 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 No honor, no heart, no religion. She was a corrupt woman. She no longer exists in my eyes. I have only to find the best way out of the situation. After all, I am not the first, nor the last. Daryalov, Poltavsky, Prince Karibanov, Count...
Paskudin. Paskudin.
Daryalov had fought in a duel. Suppose I'm challenged to a duel. Suppose I'm taught to shoot. I do it and pull the trigger. I might kill him. What sense is there in murdering a man in order to determine one's relationship to a guilty wife?
Oh, how I understand you. How I understand you. I wish I could take some for you and you be rid of this heavy burden.
What is even more likely is that they will kill or wound me. It's even more senseless. My loyal friends would never allow me to fight a duel. They would never allow the life of a statesman who is needed by Russia to be exposed to danger. And then all the same, maybe it makes sense for me to act in this case like Kalibanov, Paskudin, and that good drum. That is, in this case, separate from one's wife, but it's, alas, impossible. I can be unhappy, but neither she nor he ought to be happy. No, indeed.
Dear friend, you don't have to give in to these kinds of feelings, these feelings which you spoke of. No. The highest. Don't be ashamed of the highest glory of the Christians who is humble and humbles himself shall be exalted.
Here. Here is my letter. My decision is as follows. Whatever your conduct may have been, I do not consider myself justified to sever the ties in which we are bound by a higher power. The family cannot be broken by a whim, a caprice, an impulse, or even by the sin of one of the spouses. This is essential for both me and for you, but above all, for our son. I am fully persuaded that you have repented and that you will cooperate with me in fully eradicating the cause of our estrangement and forgetting the past.
Madam, the coffee is ready. Miss, I will wait for you with Serge.
Seryoja? What about him?
It seems that Serge made a mistake. There were some peaches on this plate, and he ate one.
He slept in and ate a peach?
Here's the pit.
Seryoja! Seryoja, do you know that what you did is wrong?
Mom, I didn't...
What you did was wrong. You should never do it again. Yes? Off you go. Seryoja. You love me, don't you? Go to Mariette.
Pardon me, but I was told to bring an answer.
An answer? What can I possibly answer?
What can I write? Anna thought. What can I decide on my own?
Whom should I write to?
What do I want? What do I love?
Wait for it.
Suddenly, she was terrified that her soul was going to be split in two.
Will you wait for it? It's essential for me to see you. I shall call on you at 6. I will need to speak to you alone. Anna Karenina, I have received your letter. Anna. You're not angry that I came here? I absolutely had to see you.
Me? Angry?
Is anyone in the house?
There's no one. We're alone.
Yesterday, coming home with Alexei, I decided to tell him everything. I told him I couldn't be his wife and that I said everything. It came out by itself.
I understand. I too only wanted one thing, and that was to break this unthinkable situation.
Why do you tell me that? Do you suppose I doubt it? If I doubted it for a moment... Here. He wrote to me. Read it. Do you see the sort of man he is?
Forgive me, but I rejoice at all that's happened to him and to us. Things can possibly remain as he supposes.
But why can't they?
I hope that now you will leave him, my love.
It's so simple for you. And Seryoja? He ordered me to leave him. I won't ever do that.
For God's sake, which is better? Leave your son or continue to be humiliated?
Humiliating for whom?
Everyone. But most of all for you.
They're all just words. They don't mean anything. They have no meaning. From the moment I fell in love with you, everything in my life has changed. I am proud. I'm proud of being proud.
Please reconsider. Anna, is divorce impossible?
I don't know. I do not know anything. I don't know. I know I need to go to him and settle this. You must tell him.
Mrs. Karenina. And what exactly shall I tell him?
Well, you can tell him that I need to see him.
Yes, madam.
Is that you? Please, have a seat, my dear. I'm very glad it's been settled and you've finally come. I shan't be dining at home today, and I have to go out.
Alexei, I need to tell you. I am guilty. I'm a bad woman. But I am the same. I'm still the same as I was. I have come to tell you. Unfortunately, I can no longer change anything in our lives.
I didn't ask you about that. That's exactly what I assumed, but as I have told and written to you, and I'll say it again, I don't have to know that. Not all wives are as kind as you. To be in such a hurry to give such pleasant news to their husbands. I shall ignore it so long as my name and reputation are not publicly disgraced. But in the event that you do compromise me before society, you must understand that I am simply obliged to take those measures to safeguard my honor.
But let me tell you, surely you realize that our relationship can't be the same as it's always been. I can't be your wife anymore.
I suppose that the manner of life you have chosen is irreversibly reflected in your ideas. I have too much respect or contempt. No, I very much respect your past and despise your present. However, I still don't understand how, with the independence you show, announcing your infidelity to your husband and finding nothing reprehensible about it. Is there anything reprehensible in performing a wife's duties?
But regardless, Alexei, tell me, please, what is it that you really want from me?
Not much. First, I need you to promise to never meet that man here, and to conduct yourself so that neither the world nor the servants can ever reproach you. You will agree that this is not much. And in return, you will continue to enjoy all the privileges of a faithful wife without fulfilling any of her duties. And that is all I have to say to you. And now, regrettably, I must end our conversation. I'm sorry, but I must leave.
What is it? What is it, sir?
Vronsky awoke, it seemed to him that it was already dusk all around. He woke up in that twilight darkness, trembling with horror. What is it? What is this? Yes, a little man, dirty with a disheveled beard, was stooping down, doing something. Suddenly, he began to speak, saying some strange words in French. Yes, there was nothing else in the dream. But why was it so terrible? He vividly remembered the man and the incomprehensible French words he had heard the man utter, and a chill of horror ran down his spine.
I am ill and unhappy. I can't come out, but I can't go on without seeing you. Come in the evening. My husband goes to the council. Anna. And where did you meet Alexei Sancha? Tell me, did he bow to you? Like this?
No, I don't understand him at all. If after your declaration at the country house he had broken with you... If he had challenged me to a duel... But this I can't understand. How can he put up with all this? Yet he suffers, I can see it.
Who is suffering? Him? Are you out of your mind? He's perfectly happy. Shh, don't I know the lies in which he is steeped? If he felt anything at all, would he live with me the way he does? He's not a man, not a human being. He's a puppet. If I were in his place, I would have killed me a long time ago. I would have torn to pieces a wife like me. I wouldn't have said, Ma chère Anne. No, Alexei. No, he's not a man. He's a ministerial machine.
So tell me, what is the matter? What's wrong with you? What is this illness and what did the doctor say? I think it is not an illness, but a condition. And when will it be?
Soon. You said that our situation was painful and that we must put an end to it. And it will come soon, but not as we expect. I didn't mean to say it to you, but you made me. Soon all will be over. We shall all be at peace and suffer no more. You know I'm not going to survive this. Don't interrupt me, please. I know it. I know it for certain. I'll die. And I'm very glad I shall die and release us all. That's better. That's the only way. There's only one thing left for us.
What kind of nonsense do you speak of?
No, Alexei, it's the truth. I'm going to die for sure. I met a man on the train, a tiny little man. He was swallowing fire. So he said to me, "You shall die. You shall die in childbirth, ma'am."
What is it, Anna?
I felt a stir in my belly.
What can I do for you?
I'm here today to see the lawyer.
The lawyer is busy.
Can't he spare some time?
He has no time. He's always busy. You're welcome to wait.
May I trouble you to give him my card? Before I speak about my case, I must point out that the case about which I have the honor to speak to you should be kept private.
I would not be a lawyer. if I fail to keep the secrets entrusted to me.
Is my last name familiar?
Of course I'm familiar with your last name. I know you and the good work you are doing for Russia, like every Russian does.
Alas, I have been deceived as a husband. And I desire to break off legally with my wife. That is, to be divorced. But in such a way that my son does not remain with his mother. I must warn you that I may be wasting your time. I have simply come here to consult you beforehand, as a preliminary step. I want a divorce. But the forms in which it is possible is of great consequence to me.
Divorce, by our laws, is possible, as you are aware, in the following cases. Physical defect in the parties, and then a desertion for 5 years, and lastly, adultery. There's no physical defect, I assume. As well as an informed absence. Usually, the most common, simple, and most reasonable, I believe, is adultery by mutual agreement. People can no longer live together. And that is the fact, and if both agree, the details and formalities become indifferent.
There is only one case that is possible here. The incrimination is involuntary and confirmed by letters.
And I wish you had those letters in your possession. If one wants the result, one must admit the means.
I will let you know my decision in writing.
When can I expect to hear from you?
In a week's time. Goodbye.
What do you want?
Letters from your lover.
They're not here.
I already told you before that I would not allow you to receive your lover here.
I had to see him to...
I don't care about the details of why a woman needs to see her lover.
Do you not feel it? I'm ashamed of my actions. Don't insult me.
Insult you? You could insult an honest man and an honest woman, but to tell a thief that he is a thief...
Alexei Sanch, don't speak to me like that. It's pure wretchedness, if you ask me.
Wretchedness? Wretchedness? Wretchedness is forsaking your own husband and your child for a lover. Wretchedness.
You don't even understand the position I am in. So why are you telling me this?
Why? So that you may know that since you have disregarded observing outward decorum, I will take measures to put an end to this.
Pray to God, Alexei Karenin. Soon it will all be over.
It will end sooner than you thought it would with your lover. What do you want? The satisfaction of animal lust?
It's impossible to beat a man when he's lying down.
Yes. You only think of yourself, but the sufferings of your own husband is of no interest to you at all. You don't care that his life is ruined, that he's...
Alexei Sanch. Alexei Sanch.
Oh, God. Oh, God. suffering. Suffering. I've come to tell you that I'm going tomorrow to live in Moscow. I shall not return again, and you will be informed of my final decision through a lawyer, to whom I will entrust the divorce. And my son will stay with my sister.
What are you saying, Alexei? Listen to yourself. Are you using Seryozha to hurt me? You don't love him. Just leave him to me.
But still, I shall take him. Goodbye.
Alexei Sanj, my dear Alexei, I have nothing else to say. Alexei, please leave Seryozha to me. Leave him to me, I beg you. I shall be confined soon, as I shall be giving birth.
Nobody but those who were closest to Alexei Alexandrovich knew that, while on the surface, this outwardly cold and judicious man had one weakness that quite contradicted the demeanor and general tenor of his character. Alexei Alexandrovich could not indifferently hear and see the tears of a child or a woman. The sight of tears drove him into a confused state, and he utterly lost all ability to think. Nevertheless, Alexei Alexandrovich composed himself, and a week later he was in Moscow, dealing with matters of national importance.
Hey. If I hadn't met you yesterday by accident, huh?
Please, allow me.
You wouldn't have come, huh? Would you? You wouldn't have. What's easier than informing me by sending me a short note? I'm in Moscow. How long? How glad am I to see you.
I've been very busy. It's good to see you, too.
How is Anna?
Thank you. And she's well.
Yes? It's good that you came. That's good. Levin came to see us from abroad. He just arrived and killed a bear right away. Yes. Yeah.
Excuse me.
I just...
Incidentally, I must tell you here and now that I can no longer continue to visit you. Because the kindred relations that were between us will have to cease.
Good day.
Children, go. Please. Wait, how do you mean? What for?
Because I am beginning an action for divorce against your sister, my wife.
How is that? Huh? Alexei Karenin, by God's name, what are you saying?
Yes, I am brought to the painful necessity of having to seek for divorce.
Alexei, I don't understand. I know you. For an excellent and upright man, I know Anna, pardon me, to be a good and excellent woman, so to speak. Pardon me, but I just cannot believe it. There must be some kind of, misunderstanding. There's just one thing I'd do right now. I'm begging you to do this, please. Will you perhaps talk to my wife? Anna, she loves her so much, like a sister. She loves you so much. And I'm telling you, she's a wonderful woman.
Ekaterina Shcherbatskaya.
It's been long since I've seen you.
You haven't seen me, but I've seen you. The last time I saw you was on one fine August evening when you were returning from the railway to Ergashovo.
Is that so? When was that?
Kitty, pardon me. I shall just steal him away for a minute. I shall introduce you to Karenin. Pardon me, allow me to introduce Dmitri Levin. My friend. Almost like a brother to me. a villager. Goes in for gymnastics. A Samson.
I imagine you need great physical strength for hunting bears.
There's no need for such strength. On the contrary, even a child can kill a bear.
Yes. This cheese is certainly not bad.
So you killed a bear, I was told. Do you have bears on your estate?
And so it was, a beautiful August evening. I suddenly saw a carriage, and in the carriage window, I saw you. And in both your hands, you were holding the ribbons of your bonnet, terribly lost in a distant thought. How I wished I knew what you were thinking then.
Alexei Alexandrovich, forgive me, of course. I realize that perhaps I have no right to ask about family matters. Please, sir, take a seat. But I beg of you, tell me, what's the matter between you and Anna? What are you accusing her of?
I presume that your husband has told you the grounds on which I consider it necessary to change my attitude toward my wife, Anna.
But I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't. I can't believe it. What did she do?
Anna? She has forsaken her duties and deceived her husband. That's what she has done.
Oh, my dear Alexei. For God's sake. You've got to be mistaken.
No. It's difficult to be wrong when a wife announces it to her husband. Declares that all 8 years of her life and her son were all a mistake. And that she wants to start her life over. I'm sorry.
But Anna and sinfulness, I cannot put them together.
Yes, it's the truth, Daria. I would give a great deal for doubt to be possible. When I doubted it, I was utterly miserable. But it was better than now. When I doubted, I still had hope. Now there is none. I no longer have hope. And I have doubts about everything.
Mom! Mom! Mom!
Seryoshka! Seryoshka! Seryosh, my darling. My son. How I missed you, my darling boy. How are you? Let me look at you.
I hate my son, though. It's a dreadful thing to admit. I sometimes don't believe he is my son. I'm so unhappy. I've decided on one last measure, a divorce. There's nothing else to do. The terrible thing about this kind of grief is that one cannot, as in any other, in loss, in death, carry one's cross in solitude and peace. One must act to get out of this humiliating kind of situation in which one is placed. One can't live in a threesome. One can't.
I understand you. I understand you with my heart. But you're a Christian, Alexei Alexandrovich. Please think about it.
I cannot forgive, and I don't want to. I think it is unfair. I did everything for that woman. And she trampled it in the mud. I am not an evil person. I have never hated anyone. But I hate Anna with all my heart.
You must love all those that hate you.
Love those who hate you? You cannot love those you hate. You can't. I'm sorry I upset you. Everyone has enough grief of their own. Forgive me.
I thought you were going towards the piano. Music is something I miss in the country.
Not really. I only came here to fetch you and thank you for coming. I've scribbled all over the table.
To be honest, I've long wanted to ask you one thing.
Well, please go ahead and ask it. This word means...
What word is that?
This word means... It means never. But that's not true.
Then... I am not able to answer differently. Only then?
Yes.
And now? If you could possibly forget and forgive what happened.
And this is what I wish for.
I have nothing to forgive. And I have never ceased to love you.
And I know that too.
Do you wish to be my wife?
Yes.
Levin continued to be in the same delirious condition, in which it seemed to him that he and his own happiness constituted the chief and sole aim of all existence, and that he did not need to think nor care about anything, that everything was done and would be done by him for others. He didn't even have any plans or goals for his future life. He agreed to everything. Do whatever you want, if it amuses you. I am happy. My happiness can be neither more or less, no matter what you do. He couldn't believe it, but he felt that, from the moment on, he and Kitty existed as one.
I'm dying. I beg you. I implore you to come. I shall die easier with forgiveness, Anna.
The doctors said that it was puerperal fever and that it was a 99 out of 100 chance that it would end in death. All day there was fever, delirium, and unconsciousness, and half the night the patient lay unconscious, almost without a pulse.
How is she?
She is very ill.
Who's here?
The doctor, the midwife, and Count Vronsky.
She keeps going on, only about you.
She is dying. The doctors are saying there is no hope. I'm entirely at your mercy, sir. But allow me to stay. Although I'm at your disposal.
Quickly, get me some ice! We need to get the ice here soon!
Yes. Because Alexei. I'm speaking of Alexei Alexandrovich. My merciful God, what a strange fate. And why both Alexei? He will come. It will hurt him to see her.
Anna Karenina, he's arrived. Alexei Alexandrovich.
That is not my husband. This is nonsense. Give her to me. Give me my girl. You say he won't forgive me because you don't know him. No one knew him. Only I knew him. And it was hard for me. His eyes, I ought to know. Seryozha has the same eyes. That's why I can't bear to see them. Has Seryozha had his dinner? Everyone has forgotten but him. Alexei, come to me. Please come to me. I'm in a hurry because I have no time. I'm going to die soon. The fever will begin and I shall understand nothing. Now I understand it all. Wait here. You don't know yet what I wanted to say. I'm still the same, but there's another woman in me. That woman loves that man. I wanted to hate you so much, but I couldn't forget the woman that I used to be. I am not her. Now I'm my real self. All of me. I am dying now. I know I shall die. I want one thing. Forgive me. I'm sorry for everything. No, you can't forgive me. I know it can't be forgiven. No, go away. Go, you're too good. Enough. Goodbye. Goodbye, all. Remember that all I needed was forgiveness. Nothing but forgiveness. Why doesn't he come? I know he's here. Alexei! Alexei, come over here. Alexei! Come here. Give him your hand. Show your face. Uncover it. Show your face. Look at him. He's a saint. Uncover your face. Alexei Karenin, I beg you, uncover his face. I want to see him. My dear Alexei, give him your hand. Forgive him. There now, thank God. There now. That's it. There now, thank God. There now, thank God. So everything's ready. Oh, if only I could stretch my legs a little more. Oh, there, that's so beautiful. Dear Lord, why do these flowers on the wallpaper look so tasteless? They don't look like violets at all. Oh, doctor, when will it end? Doctor, give me morphine. Give me morphine, doctor. Doctor.
Alexei Karenin, I can't find the words. I can't understand. Have mercy on me. However hard it is for you, it's worse for me.
I beg you to hear me out. Did you know I've decided on a divorce? I've begun the proceedings. You know that I was tormented. The desire to take revenge on both of you haunted me. More than that, I wished that she would die. But I saw her and forgave her. And the happiness of forgiveness revealed to me my duty. I forgave her completely. This is my position. You can drag my name through the mud, make me the laughing stock of the world. I will not abandon her. I will never utter a word of reproach. My duty is clearly marked for me. I must and will be with her till the end. If she should ever wish to see you, I will let you know. But now I suppose you should leave.